What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Code Hub, and I'm super excited to help you. So, we've covered how to set up IntelliJ in the first video class and got a quick intro to Java itself. Plus, we talked about data types, both primitive and non-primitive. Of course, there are a couple non-primitive data types that I'm going to teach you later. Today we're gonna talk about if conditions. This is how we get our code to make decisions. Like, should I do this or should I do that? So let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and use this project. I just created this one for our class. So if conditions is the name of it. Um, and let's go ahead and hit whoa, right button, new Java class. You already know that. So if conditions is going to be the name of our class. And so for if conditions, we are going to use the util scanner. So I need to import the util before I go ahead and use it. Okay, so import java.util.scanner. And that one is used for to get the input from the user and use it as a data, as an information for our program and to make it work. Okay, and now let's start by creating our condition. Let's get the input from the user, but before that, we have to create our variable. So my variable is going to be age, okay? Age. And then I'm gonna show you before I get the input from the user, I'm gonna teach you how to use it by itself. So let's say 20 is our age, okay? Here, let me show you before we start getting the input from the user. So in this case, I use the word if, okay? If age, so if my variable age is greater than or equals to 18, what should I say? System.out.println, you are older than 18, or even you are an adult. We can say we are an adult. Okay? Okay, let's run it. You are an adult. Okay, what about if I change it and I put like 17? Nothing. Why? Because I don't have an option. I don't have another condition for that situation. Okay? And that's something I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you how to work if there is no it's not following the first condition. So in this case, for example, if the age is greater than or equals to 18, system.out.print is going to show that message like you are an adult. Okay, but what about if it's less than, or yeah, just less than 18? So I need another condition for this case in this situation, and that's the thing that I'm gonna work on. Okay, so if I want to print something else, I'm gonna use the else condition. Okay, so else system dot out dot print As you can see, there is an error here. The else condition is inside the if condition, because I only have one brace here, so I need one more. Just closing the first one. Okay. So now I can delete this one, and we are fine. Okay. And here, another. Let's just print. Okay. Let's run. You are not an adult. Okay. So yeah, we changed the age for 17. So this is our variable data. So our variable age stores the value of 17, and that's not the best world. That's not what we want. So what I want here is to let the user insert and provide us the value for age. Okay. So I was just showing you briefly way to make it without having the user providing us the value. So we are providing the value for the age variable. So yeah, so now we're gonna give the opportunity for the user to give us the value for this variable. Okay, and then we're gonna see the same. Okay, I just want to show you why it is so important to have the correct value before we go ahead and start making our if condition. And I'll talk more about the if condition as well. So let's go really quickly here and scanner. Oh, scanner. Scanner. Sorry. Equals to new scanner. System dot in. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, this one. Okay. So let's start by asking the user to enter your age. Okay. So now we are asking the user to enter the age, his or her age. And here we have to change it because we're not going to use the value that we have. We're going to use the value that the user is going to provide us. So the variable int, the variable age is an integer and is going to store the scanner dot next int. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So it's very, very simple. Let's run. Look, enter your age. This is the phrase that I wrote. Okay, so enter your age. My age is 20. Okay, enter. You're an adult. Oh, okay. Let's run again and let's put my age is 17. Oh, I'm not an adult. Okay, nice. What about if we have other conditions for this task? That's where else if comes. Let's say we want to categorize someone as minor, adult, or a senior citizen. So here we have to change everything. So age. Let's start by the senior condition. So age greater than or equals to 65, okay? And then in this case, you are a senior, okay? Else in here is when I need to use if. Else if the variable age is greater than or equals to 18, you are an adult. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. And the third situation here, remember, I need to close it. Okay. And else, this is the last condition. So for the last condition, we just need to system.out.print you are a minor. Okay. Let's run it. Let's go ahead and run it. Okay. So 65, you're a senior. Okay, because 65 is equals to 65. So when I type 65, I'm giving the age value 65. So let's think that instead of the word age, the variable age, we have 65 here. And that's the thing that happens when I type the value. So, and then the system, like the computer, is going to see 65. Is 65 greater than 65? No, but it is equals to 65. So 65 is equals to 65. And then the system is going to go ahead and follow the following message, which is print you are a senior. Okay. The computer is not going to run the else if condition if the first one is working, if the first one is true. Okay. If the first one is true, like the age is equals to 65 or greater than 65, that's fine. We are gonna stop doing just these two lines, the first one and the second one. Okay. If not, if the let's run so I can show you. So let's say enter your age. If the age is 64, so is 64 greater than 65? No. Is 64 equals to 65? No. So the first one is not true, and the computer is going to read and run the second line, the second condition. Look, you're an adult. What is the second condition? Greater than 18. 64 is greater than 18. So the computer says, oh, this condition is true. So let's go ahead and let's run what the condition tells us to do. What it tells us to do. Oh, just print the message. You are not an adult. Okay, you are not an adult. Oh, that's wrong actually. You are an adult. That's the the right phrase. Sorry. Enter your age, 64. You are an adult. Okay? So that's something you have to know. You have to understand what is happening here. Okay? Let's say we type, let's run again. Let's say instead of typing 18, we type, or 64, 63, 62, whatever. We type, the user actually types 17. So 17, remember, you have to change the variable for its value. It's the value, it is something you're going to use, not the word. So the variable age is going to receive what the user is typing, the value. So 17. Is 17 greater than 18? No. What else? Is 17 equals to 18? So this line is false. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. What is the next one? The next one is whatever. Whatever is not in the first and in the second one. And that's something I want to explain to you now. The difference between using the word if, else if, or just else. Okay? So in this case, when you type 17 or the user types 17, you are a minor. So minor is going to appear for all the numbers that are not greater than 18 or equals to 18, or even greater than 65 or equals to 65. The if condition, this one, okay? The if condition is the very first condition we check in our code, okay? Keep it in mind. If the answer is yes, then we run the code inside that if block, like printing, whatever, okay? In this case, printing you are a senior, okay? So in the case that the first condition is not true, the first condition is false, then we are gonna skip to the next condition. What is the next condition? In the next condition here, we have else if. This is like saying, all right, the first condition wasn't true, so let's check another one. In our example, we ask, is this person 18 or older? If yes, like if that's true, Java runs the code in this block, and again skips to it skips the rest. Okay, the rest is going to be ignored by Java. Okay, using else if is perfect for when you have multiple mutually exclusive conditions, meaning only one of them should run at a time. Okay, only one at a time. So an else is kind of different. Think of else as the catch-all. Okay, so it runs only if none of the previous conditions were true. If the person isn't a senior or even an adult, then they must be a minor. This makes sure our program handles every possible case, even when none of the earlier conditions match. That's the big difference between these three statements. Okay? I hope that clears things up for you. If you have any questions or want me to explain more examples, drop a comment below and I'll be happy to help. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.